Hello there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Hasaal Hospital Management System SPA. So let's go and start it. I have here my cPanel. I'm gonna follow the documentation as well. So I'm going to the download folder. Here's my main application. Let's unzip it. Okay, we have two files here. One folder is documentation and another one is SQL file, our demo database, and another one is our application. So I'm gonna upload my application on my cPanel. Before that, I'm going to open the documentation file, index.html file, and here you can see the quick start menu. It says you can find the installation guide here. So click on it and click on the installation. Okay, here is the installation requirements, and I'm sure most of the cPanel has this extension enabled, and it is ready for Hasaal to be installed in the cPanel. So let's go and follow the procedure. So in the step one, we have to go to the file manager and then upload the file. Okay, let's go to the file manager, click on it, search button, and search for file manager. Click on it. In the next step, we have to go to the public.html folder and upload the file. So let's go to the public.html folder and upload the file. If you have any file here, please move to the secure place or keep it as a backup and keep it empty if it is possible. Okay, let's go to the upload file system. Okay, you can select the file from here, or you can drag and drop from your application folder as well. So I'm going back to the application file and I'm going to drag and drop here. So it says uploading, file has been uploaded successfully. Let's go back to the file manager and close this window. Let's move to the next step, which is step number 3. We have already completed step number 3 and 4. Let's move to the step number 5, which says you have to reload the page and then you can see the file and we can extract the file. So go, or you can press on reload. Here's the file. So I'm gonna right click on it and extract, or you have option here to extract the file. So let's click on extract and then extract the file. All right, the extract has been completed. Now we can close this pop-up. Let's move to the documentation again and see what it says. So in the step number 6, it says we have to set permission 775 on this three folder. So let's go and set the permission for the storage folder. Click on permission, or you can click on mouse right button and then click on permission, change permission, set 775 and then change permission. We have to follow this same procedure for the bootstrap folder. Let's click on the cache, select the cache folder and click on permission, set the permission and go one level up, and then go to the storage folder again and select the framework and logs folder by clicking on command on your Mac or control on your Windows. Click on permission and set the 775 permission and click on change permission. So we have completed this step, as you can see in the documentation, step number 7 and step number 8 and step number 9. In the step number 10, we have to create a database for our application. So let's go to the cPanel again and search for MySQL database. You will see one option as it says MySQL database wizard. Click on it and I'm gonna you have to write a name, so I'm gonna write it test as we are testing this application in this server. So click on next, and I'm going to write the username, database username as test, and I'm going to generate a password. So let's generate a password, and I'm going to copy this password, copy, and please save all the database information in your file, in your computer or somewhere else. Okay, use this password. I have copied this password in a safe place. Use this password and create user. We have to set the permission, so I'm gonna click on all privileges. Before moving to the next step, I want to make sure you copied your username, so I'm gonna copy this username and paste it here, and the database name is same as my database name, username is same as my database name. So I have copied all the information. Now click on make changes. Awesome. So we have created successfully our database, and I'm gonna move to the documentation again and see the procedure. So we have completed step number 11, step number 12, step number 13. Now we have to upload the database in our server database. Let's go back to the cPanel and click in the search box and write type phpMyAdmin and open it. So I have so many databases in the system, in the server database. You can click on the database we have created earlier, which is this one. So I'm going to click on it. To upload the database, we have to click on import, and you have to select the file. So I'm going to select the file, choose files, and here is the main folder. Here's my database. I'm going to click on open. To finish the uploading process, we have to click on go button. All right, it is uploading now and the processing database. So congratulations, we have completed the database upload process. I'm going to close this window and move to the documentation again. So we have completed step number 14, step number 15, and now we have to set the credential, database credential and application configuration in our environment file. So let's move to the step number 16, where it says we have to edit the environment file. So I'm gonna go back to the database, my file manager, and open the env file. So you can right click on it and click on edit, and it says confirmation dialog box. Click on edit. All right, so here is the configuration. I'm going to zoom it for you so you can see. We have to put our application name. So this is the default application name. I'm going to keep it as it is, and you have to set your application URL. So my application URL is moniruddin.com. If you have subdomain, you can put your subdomain like hms.moniruddin.com or something.yourdomain.com. Okay, so I'm gonna deploy my application in my main URL, so I'm gonna keep it as it is, and then copy the database credential and paste it here. So it was this and this, and I have the password here, so copy it and paste it here. So we have set the application name, application URL, application database credential. Now we have to set the session domain to the application to work properly. So if you have subdomain, you can put your subdomain here, like subdomain.domain.com. But I'm deploying my application in my main domain, so I'm going to put the main domain here. So if you have the subdomain, put the subdomain here, and same subdomain, put it here. Okay, so I'm going to put my main domain here. So let me copy the main domain, and make sure it is, you put the domain name without www dot or any http or https, just your domain name, and click on save changes. Awesome, so we have saved our environment file. Now we can close it and visit our site moniruddin.com. Congratulations, you have completed the deployment of Hasaal. Now let's check the information. So I'm going to move to the step number 17, which we have already completed, and step number 18. Now we have to log in as an admin. So I'm going to copy the login details from here and paste it here, and the password is password. So password, remember me on this device, sign in. All right, so here we have a problem. What it says is that we cannot log in, and because of this, because we set the domain URL with HTTPS and we are running the application on HTTP, so we have to set the HTTPS as well. Otherwise it's not gonna work. So I'm entering my domain name with HTTPS and then putting the details again, admin.mail.com, and the password is password. You can see the password as well by clicking on this I button, password, and click on login. So now it is successfully working, and finally you are logged in your application. So congratulations, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you for buying Hasaal.